of Doctors Without Borders in places like Liberia, the Sudan, Pakistan, Angola during the Civil War. At some point, I chose my wife, and we started a family. And of course, the situation is then completely different. I did some work in Australia, and I found this opportunity to work for Peter. The first week that I started working here, I actually got a job opportunity to work somewhere else, and for pretty good money. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And then I spoke with Larissa, and Larissa was just absolutely awesome. So I let her know this, and she was quite light about it. And then we had this amazing conversation. And so she said, "Well, Louis, that's great, and I'd like you to speak with one of the people who work for this organization," and that happened to be the son of the owner, David. And so David and we had a conversation, and he showed me what was actually the income potential here, and he showed me what other doctors what they had accomplished, and I was actually very impressed, and I was in particular impressed by the statistics that he was showing. And I thought, well, this is actually amazing and fantastic that I really had the experience of being supported by in looking at how I could maximize my income. Would like to earn as much as possible so that I can get my daughter through medical school. And it kind of stunned me to see that Peter, who's the owner of the company, has as his first priority to take care of the doctors, that they are his priority. And I thought, well, that is so unique, that is so uncommon for that to be a concern and have to be part of the mission statement. And that is what I really like about Transact. That is what transpires in how people interact with each other. Like when I come up with an issue that may be trivial, but when I speak about it, it's always coming from that place, how can we take care of you? And so that reflects in communication, it reflects in the flexibility that they offer me in how I would like to work here. And I find it remarkable. That's also absolutely great about what I find about Transact is that I come in the morning, that everything is set up. I can see that there was an intention there for me to have the start of a new day and for that to be a great day. And so that level of detail is what I notice, and I really, really like it. This practice is a new practice, and I can see that everything is new. It's very well organized. The equipment is all up to date, and spaces-wise, it's very well designed. It's not boxy or confining, and the colors are really contributing to, well, that there's a lightness, and that is a very welcoming atmosphere. I think that Peter did something very, very smart. He's obviously going to places where there is high traffic, where there is taken into consideration that women do shopping and they don't want to lose time when they go somewhere. And then there is this medical center. And also very wise, it's very practical to have the location of this practice be in a shopping center. So bulk billing is, in particular when you start out a practice, is an open invitation for new people to come and visit the practice and to just check it out. And if they like what they see, if they like the doctor, then they will come back. And that is that's good business. The earning potential here is enormous, and is, of course, it's not limitless. It is limited to the amount of hours that a doctor chooses to work here. But the support is enormous, and there is a clear knowledge here how to structure my practice so that I, as a doctor, and do that wisely and responsibly, uh, can maximize my income. So, and I'm talking at a level of statistics, and I love statistics. I like to see and also debrief, like how was I doing and what can I improve. And when you measure it, uh, then that has reality. And so I keep track of how I am performing, and that is supported and that is encouraged by the owners of this practice. What I've seen is that at least 40 to 45% of my patients are new patients, and that's a bit of work for me, but that is enormous. I mean, that is amazing. And so these are all people that, when they like the practice, when they like the doctor, of course, that they would like to come back. So it gives an opportunity to really grow my patient base in a very, very short amount of time. So what I've seen of different countries, and I also have lived in the US, is that Australia is a truly amazing country, um, where you find opportunity when you are willing to put your heart into it, to to fulfill your dreams. The opportunity to work in Australia is absolutely amazing. There is still a shortage of doctors in Australia. There is an active recruitment for doctors in Australia, or for overseas doctors to work in Australia. Um, and you would not find this in Europe, I can say, and also not in the US. Australia is unique in both the ability and the capacity uh, for overseas trained doctors to find a home. I was trained originally in the Netherlands, in Holland, so my background is from Europe, and I've lived in the US for over 10 years. The opportunities here in Australia are absolutely amazing. Um, this is a Western society. The country is huge, just almost imaginable in size. And what comes with it is this enormous opportunity to work as a doctor. So overseas trained doctors are very welcome here. That is my experience. I believe it is part of the Australian culture to welcome foreigners. The average Australian, to go to a practice and see a doctor who is, well, obviously from another culture, that is not at all a problem. There's an acceptance without any consideration. And I think that is unique. And it's also unique to the Australian culture. So I really found a home as a medical practitioner working here in Australia. The earning potential in Australia is absolutely, I would say, unimaginable for a doctor who is coming from Europe. My experience indeed is that this company is unique, that it does not limit you in a contract where at some point you find that you don't have the freedom and the flexibility to leave your job because of circumstances, or maybe that you found another job. That I'm having with this company gives me the flexibility to take leave if that is what I would like to do, or my circumstances ask me to do. And that is very valuable, that I know that I am at all times at choice to work or need to take action about something that is relevant in my life.